I just got the keys to this insane $3.5 million car collection. We have made it down to Dallas, Texas to attend Texas 2K. And I met this incredible man, Hani, over at Texas Tire. And he has invited us over to drive this insane car collection. In front of us, we have one of the most diverse car collections I have ever seen. Normally when you think of multi-million-dollar car collection, you think of hypercars and supercars, but this man has it all. From JDM Legends, America's Baddest, American Classics, and even trucks. Now this is the man right here, the owner of Texas Tire. Tell me a little bit of like what started this collection and what you do.
Honestly, got a big passion for cars. I've been working on cars since I was 8 years old. This has been my hobby. I love cars. I love working on them. I love fixing them up. I love making them look good, and also something that we do. It's part of our business. We are a custom wheel and tire store. So we have 53 locations across the state, and wheels and tires is our go-to. And that's pretty much what we do.
That's awesome. Well, today he's given me the luxury, of course, the cars I love is this JDM section, which is funny as well. The only supercar you own happens to be a McLaren 720. So this is essentially what I want my dream garage to look like. Unfortunately, I was given the opportunity to drive this car graciously, but I told him no, as I want the first time of me being inside a running 720 to be my own. So today we're gonna go ahead and take out one of my dream cars, a Mark IV Supra, FDR X7. We have the NSX R35 GTR. This is gonna be crazy. Let's get these pulled outside. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and get all of the cars I'm gonna be driving today lined up. Jake, what do you think of this? This is wild. Literally every single car I'm driving right now is a car I want to add to the collection so bad. R33 is my favorite GTR, and FDR X7 is a car I always dreamed about. Truthfully, the NSX is a car I probably wouldn't own, but I have to drive it as it is one of the most classic JDM cars there is. Mark IV Supra, and then we are also going to be driving the R35. This is insane. And the best part about this, these cars aren't stock. I believe every single car we're driving today is modified.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we'll go over every car we drive, but is this one stock or is this?
This one's stock.
Okay, the only stock car you have.
You got a little bit of aftermarket, you know, like exterior, but for the most part, the engine trans also.
Okay, but the rest of the cars that we're gonna be driving, they're not stock and they're making some pretty good power. And starting off with the iconic Mark IV Supra. And the coolest part too is these cars were imported. So this is a true JDM car with the steering wheel on the right hand side. Now the Mark IV Supra is one of my all-time favorite dream cars back from the day from Fast and Furious, stuff like that. What made you love this car and want to get it?
Same thing, it's a must.
Yes.
It's a must, you gotta have one of these.
Now, I've been wanting to get the new Mark V Supra, but something about the just OG Supra with the 2J modified makes good power is crazy. So we're gonna go.
One of my first JDMs was a 87 Supra.
Oh really? Okay,
JZ,
that's
yeah.
Awesome. So I guess right now you're just trying to complete the whole JDM trio. I mean, you have the GTR, you have the FD, you have the NSX, you have the Supra. You're really just missing, like you mentioned, the S15 and an S2K.
That's it.
Now this is actually my first time ever driving a right-hand vehicle, but we'll figure it out.
Stay out of the right lane.
Oh, the turbo, dude. Do you know what size turbo you have on this?
Man, it's a pretty good size. I don't remember. It's got a nice big turbo.
Speaking of power, we got you shit yourself there a little bit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
It kicks out so good. All my cars are like all-wheel drive.
Oh yeah,
so
it's different driving a rear. You gotta get the hang of it and make sure. Okay, well that's too much, or I'm good.
We have made it. And we have made it to one of his store locations. This warehouse behind us is one of his locations he just recently acquired. This is where we hosted our meet here yesterday. The Texas scene here is insane. This dude is amazing. So we decided to pop by the meet here, show off the Supra a little bit, then we'll head back and grab the other cars. I'm gonna head back. He's taking the keys because, I mean, this is his car. He knows how to drive this. He's gonna show us what this car is made of. It feels so crazy getting to the passenger seat on the left-hand side. The leg room in this car for a passenger is actually insane. Dude, the leg room.
Yes, isn't that insane?
You could be, I'm a short dude, but you could be a tall person and still fit in here quite nice. Also, your vent you guys had here, I lost my voice.
Oh, dude, screaming.
Right? Oh yeah, I'm talking to people, supporters of the channel and stuff for, I mean, days straight. I kind of lost my voice here.
Hey, I'm the same way. I've been losing my voice.
What's all done to this car? Did you buy this like this?
Honestly, I just got tired of trying to build everything myself. I didn't have the time, so I got into a phase where I was like, I'm just gonna buy cars that are built. Somebody's put the time and money into
Fair
it.
enough.
I can actually enjoy these things instead of just sitting here counting down the days and counting down how many hours I got into a project.
Well, I mean, one, you're a busy man. You're running a multiple occasions now. I mean, you mentioned you're one of the biggest
wheel and tire. We're actually the largest custom wheel and tire, brick and mortar custom wheel and tire chain in the nation.
That is insane. So I mean, obviously, and you have 30 plus cars. Building each yourself, not really feasible. If you have a couple, different story. But it sounds like this has a pretty nice cam to it.
It does. It's got a nice turbo. I know it was for sure. Trans is what I was looking for. I didn't want, I wanted a reliable transmission, and they said V160. I said, you know what? I'll roll with that because I know I'm harsh on my cars. I don't just.
I love it.
You know, I like to enjoy them. I don't want to just have a part.
I just. Oh, that's awesome. I just smacked my head against the window.
My bad.
No, you're good. This is crazy.
Definitely much harder to control, getting used to controlling when it's on the, when you're on the right-hand side.
It feels like
I could control a right-hand drive car much better, especially when it starts to try to break loose.
it pulls so good. Let's get ourselves a little flyby. Dude, I am geeking right now. This 2J sounds so proper and hanging off limiter. Let's see what he does for us. Hopefully he doesn't hit us. And there we go. That is a 7 or I believe 800 horsepower Mark IV Supra. Man, that sounds gnarly.
Sounds good, right?
We just finished up with the Supra. Now we're gonna go ahead and take out the NSX. Probably the most underwhelming car of these cars, but we got to experience a true JDM legend. Dude. Oh, this shifter. This is whack. Look how tight this is.
So tiny, it's like right here.
It feels like I'm playing with a kid's toy shifter.
Right? Yeah, it's literally like, it barely moves. It's like from one spot to the other.
That's whack.
I was like, yeah, that feels nice. I don't necessarily love these cars, but then when I sat in it, I was like, okay, this is what I understand.
For a stock car, it doesn't sound too bad. Headlights. What's the button for that? And then the FD pops up too.
Yeah, you gotta check out the rear tail lights. Rear tail lights pretty cool.
Oh, that looks so good. I'm not even kidding. You push down the clutch this much in this car.
Yeah, it's super sensitive.
It drives good.
Dude, it drives amazing.
It sounds good too. I mean, this is a stock car. I don't
Healthy.
think. I can see how this would be a fun, like, weekend cruiser. Drop a gear and disappear. It revs high. It ain't good.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty damn slow. But it's
Compared
fun.
to what you just
But
gave
yeah,
us.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's still, I can see it back in the day. This was like,
This was the shit.
this, I genuinely like this car.
And I'm telling you, seeing them, sitting in them, and then driving them, you're like, yeah, this
Because
is...
originally, I wasn't going to drive this car when I came to...
Exactly, yeah, you
cars,
skipped over it.
But was it? No.
No, you're good.
But I was like, I had to drive this because it's one of the JDM hero cars. But I was like, I'm not going to expect much of it. But truthfully, this car is fantastic. I guess these stay.
Yep.
The good old Japanese chime.
Yep. Make sure you turn your lights off.
And now for the last two cars I'm most excited for, the FDRX7, that sounds like it has a Bridgeport already done, and the R35 GTR. Both of these are built. Funny enough, the FDRX7 was a car I was actually gonna purchase when I first started social media years ago because they were still fairly cheap, but instead I bought my Evo that you guys probably don't even remember, and I kind of wish I would have stuck with getting this car. No, off the top of your head, how much power this makes? I think it was like 800.
No, this one.
Or is it
here-
lower?
No, this one's lower. This one, now it can, I mean, it can bump it up, but it's conservative. We're right at 600.
Okay, that's awesome. It sounds like it's already Bridgeported too.
Oh,
The
yeah, no, It's got the pop.
I guess, can we pop the hood? Too, I want to show you guys under the hood. And we have the gorgeous carbon hood as well. An extra rotor. Literally, that's all it is. Like, you have a rotary engine is literally like triangles. Like,
Yep.
3 rotors, 3.
3 triangles or 4 triangles?
Yeah, exactly. This turbo is it's crazy to me because these are pretty small engines, but you can throw some big turbos on it.
turbos.
But like on a 4-cylinder, like I had a ginormous turbo on mine, an 80 mil, and that was massive.
Massive, yeah.
And it's crazy looking at rotaries, how big of a turbo you can get, because this isn't that lazy, is it?
No.
It lights up.
This thing lights up.
Let's go ahead and drop into literally one of my all-time favorite dream cars. This car is on a Haltech system. You got the IC7 dash. This is gonna be fun. Dude, can we do 2-step?
Yeah.
We might have to go come back and do it on the Supra too.
I got you.
We gotta get all of the noises. Now, unfortunately, this is a fixed seating position. It's gonna be very difficult for me to drive, so I'll do a couple drives with it. And then we'll probably have him send her because I can barely reach the clutch pedal in this. Look at this. When I sit inside, my foot fully extended is pretty much touching the clutch. I have to kind of slide my body up, but we can make this work. Bridgeport on this makes this car so aggressive. It literally shakes like it's a cammed V8.
Yeah.
And it's literally shaking the whole car. It's a very grabby clutch, I just noticed. I can imagine this car is a handful to drive if you're actually getting on
Oh,
it.
dude, yeah, you got to. You gotta give it some respect for sure.
The blow off.
Yeah.
That sounds incredible. I hope you guys can hear how good this sounds. We'll give her a little second here. It just lights the tires. That's amazing. I want you to drive this because I can't reach the clutch to grab a gear.
I got
I want to feel what this car feels like with someone that can actually drive this car. Now let's get out of the driver's seat before I break something because I cannot reach the clutch pedal, the clutch assembly in this car. So we're gonna go ahead and let him drive this so we can actually get a proper feeling for this car. The flutter, if he's holding the gas slowly coming off of it, it's a consistent flutter until he gets off. That's crazy. Brake checked again. Not actually. Too much G-forces.
Breaking stuff today.
This one, I'm excited for. This car, it has a crazy tire on it, yet it's still I'm in love. I have found love. Holy shit!
Thing bangs.
And that leaves us with one last one. Paint is absolutely gorgeous. Start her up.
So I think right now with the tune it has, it's got a couple maps. So I think on the first one it's pretty mild. So you're probably around the 500s right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like debating if I want to hop passenger in the 720 real quick or not.
Oh my.
Because I don't want to drive it. I want mine to be the first I drive.
Right.
But I'm curious if I should get like, you know,
Oh,
blue balled.
that one's an animal.
Maybe we'll end off the video because my next YouTube video is going to be my first start in the 720. So maybe we just literally down by your street just for 2 minutes. Maybe I'll talk
I'm
passenger.
down.
Are you down for that?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Just to fuel it, and then I go home and I get to be motivated to work on mine.
Yeah.
To give us a little bit of a two-step action. While we're outside, we missed the Supra two-steps. We're gonna go ahead, fire this up. I can imagine this sounds pretty wild.
Oh yeah. You'll like the sound of it.
That's just as rowdy as the FD.
That's the FD, right?
Ow. So we have the R35 we're gonna go ahead and take out, and I think we are gonna end it off with the 720. We have to make it quick. My flight leaves, really I have to leave in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead, see how this thing is. He said it makes about 700 and how much? 750. So it's stage 2?
Yep.
This is gonna be crazy. And the good old callback support. I'm well too familiar with these. Oh, this thing feels disgusting to have. Wow. 750. Really? I hit the wipers. That's crazy. It feels fast.
It is fast.
But yeah, it's so controlled. I mean, new car technology. Like,
Yeah, you can slow down here and then.
I can't imagine what the 1500 plus horsepower GTRs feel like.
Yeah.
This feels fast. I see why people love these cars so much. I've never been the biggest fan because I like the older ones more. But
it's like a nice, gives you that comfortable supercar look that you want.
thanks. And you can
And it's reliable.
you can make good powered, reliable, and daily drive. I mean, you can throw in automatic and just drive it.
Man, we have to make it a quick run.
We think we could make it quick?
Let's do it.
If I miss my flight, it might be worth it. We're gonna get a real quick run in the 720, just literally down the street, and then I have to leave. But look at all of the cars we've driven today.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy. The 720S. This car looks absolutely gorgeous. He's gonna give me a quick run, as I've never sat foot in a 720 or any McLaren running.
The only way I like driving this thing is I gotta have the active on, I gotta have the arrow. This is my favorite screen, and I gotta have the wing up.
Oh, absolutely.
You cannot drive this car with the wing down. It's like a dog with the tail tucked between its legs. So.
kind of nervous. This is my first experience inside of any McLaren. Now, I've been given the opportunity in the past. I've always chosen Huracan, stuff like that to drive. Like I mentioned, I refuse to drive this car, but I gotta feel like what it feels like in a passenger seat. Because we don't have these cars around from either.
Exactly. So you're gonna get the feel for it.
Front end lift down.
Yeah. Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, fuck. Took a minute to get some grip.
And this is stock. This just has an exhaust.
Yeah, just exhaust. Probably exhausted too.
Yeah. This feels the fastest car out of all the cars we just drove.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Oh. I got planted in my seat.
A G-force.
Genuinely, completely speechless right now. This gives the same feeling as my drag car, the car that made 1100. Launching it, it started giving me the similar tunnel vision I got in that car. Now, I am so incredibly late right now. This car, I cannot express to you the feeling of this car. Huge, huge thank you to this man for letting me drive his cars. Now, that is a wrap. Huge, huge thank you to Hani over at Texas Tires. Now, if you guys are in the market for any tires, wheels, whatever, I know I will be going through him. If you guys need anything, I'm gonna have his company linked down below. It is insane. If you guys live in the Texas area as well, they throw some crazy, crazy meets. Eminem, one of the event holders that we flew down here with, they hosted a crazy event at one of his facilities, and it was insane. You have anything to say to them?
Oh man, just keep them on your tires at Texas Tires. We are the best.
There we go. Thank you so much. I'll see you next year.
Sounds good. I'll be looking forward to it.
That 720 was genuinely the craziest car I have ever sat footed. It has me so excited for this one. But I just want to give a huge, huge, huge thank you to Hani, the owner of Texas Tire, for allowing me and my friends to come down and film with his car collection. It was absolutely insane. If anything, it is extraordinarily motivating for me, as that is where I want to see my car collection in the next few years. When I started social media years ago, I genuinely never thought I would be in the position I am today, to be able to get flown across the country to attend crazy events, meet amazing people, get connections. It is an absolute blessing. Without you guys, none of this would genuinely be possible. Now, I know I have tons of you guys that maybe watch these videos that want to pursue something that I am, or maybe just a completely separate business. Little advice for you guys. I promise you, your biggest help is going to be network. I'm not saying to fly across the country to events like this to meet people. Start small, go to your local events, start meeting people, networking, as it creates a whole spider web of people that are gonna be very nice to have in your pocket. Now, you guys might notice the 720 looks quite a bit different than the last video you guys saw. I have tons of questions, comments saying, what happened to this car? Now, I've been working my butt off getting this car back together, 60 hours plus last week just working on this car. Unfortunately, I just been waiting on parts nonstop, but I promise you guys, we are extraordinarily close to our first startup. Please make sure to have your notifications. Make sure you're subscribed to stay tuned the second that this video drops. It's gonna be a long one. And let me know, what's the next car you guys would like to see on this channel? I'm thinking something Euro.